who need a word from you, who need a word from an OG. Job, how did you make it when the enemy took away your family, your flock, your finances, and your fellow servant? Job said, I'll tell you how I made it. Naked came out of my mother's womb. Naked shall I return. The Lord heals and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Understand, number one, my brothers and sisters. What you must understand, Brenda, the Valen family, is that if you're going to get through this, you've got to understand the sovereignty of God. I wish I had a witness here. Now, some of you, that word may be unfamiliar with you, but you've got to understand if you're going to get through the depth of your son and have peace which surpasses all understanding like Job, you've got to have an understanding of the sovereignty of God. And I understand that the sovereignty of God is this, that God has the right to do whatever he wants to do, whenever he wants to do it, to whomever he wants to do it to. Have I got a witness here? God is sovereign, which suggests to you and I that God is in control. Sovereign. That's a good word for us, that word sovereign. See, we like to shout that God is sovereign when we're on one side of sovereign. I wish I had a witness here. See, it's easy for us, Jones, to holler about God is sovereign. It's easy for us to holler about Bernie, God is sovereign, but we ain't sitting on that front seat. I wish I had a witness here. It's easy to talk about God is sovereign when you got money in your bank account. It's easy to talk about God is sovereign when you can pay all your bills on time, when you got good credit. But what happens when you have a hell of a day like Job? When God, I wish I had a witness here, allows the enemy to have open season on your life. Can you praise him when you're broke? Can you praise him when you don't have a dime in your pocket? Can you praise him when your back is up against the wall? Can you praise him if you've lost your son or your daughter? Can you bless his name? I wonder if I got any Joe Juniors in the house that'll say, naked, I'll bless the Lord at all times, because he's sovereign, which means that the Lord is in control. So family, hold on, Brenda. Hold on to them. God is in control. Y'all, 2 years ago, many of you know I moved from Cedar Rapids. I moved from San Francisco, California, pastoring the church in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Y'all, I didn't want to go out there because there wasn't too many of us. In fact, y'all, I wish I could see this many of us out there. Y'all went out there. After being out there for a few months, had mixed emotions. Because I wanted to leave. People were kind and good, but I wanted to leave Iowa. Every Sunday I preach. Come on. Talk about it. Come on, we're going to pack our bags up and go. Now, one day, for the holidays, we drove to New Orleans. Truck, and y'all, as we drove down 55, passing through St. Louis, made it on down to Memphis, Tennessee. Had in my mind, I'm going to take 10 and go back to camp. Leaving out of Memphis, Tennessee, I ran across South Haven, Mississippi, stopped there to get some gas. Lord, stopped there to get some gas. Got my children some McDonald's, jumped back in the truck. Y'all headed down 55. To my surprise, my brothers and sisters, my daughter started screaming, "Ow! Ow! Ow! There's a frog on the window." Girl, I got 4 more hours to go. Shut up and go to sleep. Daddy, know something like a frog on the window. I had to do something about this thing. Come on now. Said, hand me that McDonald's cup. Open up my window, threw some water on the frog. The frog didn't move. Took my son's milkshake, threw that on the frog wouldn't move. I threw an empty McDonald's wrapper and threw that on him, but the frog wouldn't move. I drove from South Haven to Jackson, Mississippi, from Jackson to Kentwood, Louisiana. I was the head of witness here, and that frog wouldn't move. Y'all, it started raining. I said, sure enough, the rain gonna get him off, but the frog wouldn't move. I drove through Hammond, Louisiana, drove over the bridge. Made it to Louisiana, and 45 minutes later, when I pulled up to my mother's address, the frog jumped off the window. Y'all, I was tripping. And then finally my wife told me, boy, you've been talking about leaving Cedar Rapids because you're depressed. You better hold on, because if that frog can hold on through the storm and rain, then you can too. And I stopped by you to tell you, brother, and Joe, that if that frog can hold on, then you can too. Got the preacher and tell him, hold on.
He'll drop it.
Sovereignty of God.
He'll drop it when you're ready.
But not only, you got to understand the sovereignty of God, the Lord, but you got to also understand the stewardship of God. Gives and takes. Gives and he takes. I wish I had a witness here. He gives and he takes. Have I got a witness here? He took life. The last person to die in Oakland, 2010. But a few minutes later, he gave life. Give, takes. I wish I had a witness here. Sometimes God adds by taking away. We don't like to deal with that part about the stewardship of God, you know, because we don't realize that God is a God that will give and he will take. Job says, hold on, Job.